All right, so small group leaders, this is how we access the prayers of the church and how, as a small group leader, you can work with the prayers of the church. And just real important. So that's these two buttons up here. So let's just click on the top button here, add or see the prayers of the church. Now, this screen is real important. What it's going to pull up here for you is all the prayers of the church. So you want to see all the public prayers. That's button number one. You want to add a public prayer. Button number two. You want to add a confidential prayer. Button number three. That goes just to the pastor. And then one of the cool things that this app does for you is it calls out for you out of the list of all public prayers. It calls out for you the prayers that your small group is praying for and caring for, whether they're members, visitors, people from the community or other. So you just, whichever one you want, one of those groups you want to look at, you just click on that button on the filter and you're good. One of the cool things with this prayer app is there's a keyword search. So you're getting older like me, you can't remember everything. Hey, you don't need to. Just put the keyword in there, hit search, the computer will find it for you. That'll help you find the prayer, the person you're looking for. You can export. Real simple, click that button. There's three different formats. The top one's Excel. That's the most popular one. That's kind of handy, right? Because then you can have the information backed up on your computer. You can take it with you places where you don't have Wi-Fi. So it's got a handy feature. You can format the screen to show how many records you want to per screen. That's up to you. You just do what you want to with that. One of the best things about the app is the print button. I love the print button. Because you're gonna have people in your small group who don't use technology. Okay, that's no problem. Boom, you hit the print it out for them, put it in the church mailbox. Next time you're having a small group, hand it to them. Whatever. Not everybody in the church uses technology. The church still is going to use technology. You got computers in the office there and use phones and everything else. So we just help out those who don't within the body of Christ. That's how we take care of each other. The database, real simple and easy. You have your name, concern, celebration, date, phone number. If you're working off your smartphone, like I have the web-based app, saved onto my home screen, so I can call right off of my smartphone. You can email with the email that's shared. You can see their pictures when they upload that. So these are the people your small group is praying for and caring. You want to update the your notes there. You go to this and this shows who the caregivers are, who's the prayer coordinator, the elder or deacon, the board or ministry, their notes. Here's a small group, your notes. Oh, you don't have any notes. Okay, so to update your prayer care for this person, click that button right there. No big deal. Like we already saw, it said no update, so you're just going to click in the dialog box there. And so let's just say, last week on the 25th, visited at their home and prayed together. Okay, so that's your update. Hit submit. Boom. It's there. Now, the great thing with this, right, is that then everybody on the prayer ministry team, everybody can see this is the care that's being given. Here's what the small group that's following up is doing. Here's what the elder's doing. Here's what the prayer coordinator's doing. It's all right there. And it's because with this technology, it's accessible 24/7. So, one of the biggest challenges we face in the church is getting people together because our schedules are so hectic. And with this, with technology, we can beat that. We can use technology to help us do our prayer ministry. And so that's kind of cool, I think. You want to go back a page here, and you can see there was your update right there. Okay, you can go back another page, and you'll see the list there of the people that your small group is praying for and caring. And then also there's a thing called connectivity here, and this is pretty cool. So the people you're caring for and serving, these are things that will help you just kind of get to know them better. And so one of the things that we have here is we have the option we can put their picture in if they'd like that. So this person's a member of the church. They don't have a picture in here. If you'd like, when you're talking to them, you say, hey, would you like if we put a picture there for you in the prayer database? That way people, maybe some people in the church don't know you yet. They'd feel more, they know who you are. If they say yes, you just upload a picture, boom, it's in. And that's going to really help your prayer ministry, the people within the church doing the prayer ministry, because a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? We already said that. And so then people will feel more comfortable with them when they go to follow up with them. So these are the people that your small group is praying for and serving. Then button number 1 up here, this is a list of all the public prayers. And so this is kind of neat the way this is formatted out for you. This screen here has the different people who might be involved in following up with a prayer. You don't have to have all the boxes filled, okay? But you could have up to 5 people. You could have an individual prayer partner, you could have a small group, a board or ministry, an elder or deacon, and a prayer coordinator, of course the pastor also. And so, if you want to see how are we doing with our members, so you click on the members button and you see, gosh, we're doing pretty good. But do notice that there's not a small group here, right? Following up with Jim and going to help Jim out. So we say, well, let's see, maybe it'd be good if Jim had somebody who could help him. Maybe our small group could help. And so here's Jim's information, and don't have a lot of information there. Here's some of the people who are helping out. They're just getting started. Prayer request was just entered, and so you say, okay, well, we could help out with this, and so discipleship ministry can help. So we click on submit, and we add discipleship ministry will help out with this. You hit the refresh button, and it'll refresh it here, and it'll show that your ministry is helping out with this. And so that's just really cool. And then again, the great thing is everybody in the church can see the ministry that's being done, and it is accessible 24/7. And that's just one of the biggest challenges that we face is being able to communicate what it is that we're doing. So there we are. There's our small group, discipleship ministry, on the scene helping out. Okay. And so you can do that with your members, your visitors, community, others. So that's one view, and that's great. And then another view is one that just lays the whole thing out, all the prayer requests in one massive sheet, doesn't break it out by church status, member, visitor, community, just lays them all out. And then one of the cool things is it has the date feature prominently featured here. You'll notice, like with our prayer database, so this is an actual prayer database, public prayer requests you're looking at here, and these dates all from July of last year. We had a prayer mission team come, and we went prayer walking in the community around our church in Newark there. 150 households shared prayer requests, so you can see a lot of the same dates there. You want to volunteer your small group to join the prayer team, just click on that. You want to see their prayer notes, click on that. You can export this entire database. You can print it out, so you're meeting with somebody who doesn't have access to this information. You can print it out. You can format how many views per page you want there. It's pretty cool stuff. So those are the prayers of the church. And then one of the great features that we have here with this app is Google Maps. And so we can use Google Maps to help us find the people that we're following up with and better serve them. So the zip code where we're working in Newark, the area there is 07104, and you hit search, and it's just really cool. It's Google Maps, so it's going to pull up the people that we have received prayer requests from, whether they're members, visitors, community, or other. And so, like I mentioned, last summer, we did this prayer outreach. Here are the actual households that shared prayer requests. There were, as I mentioned, there was 150 of them that shared prayer requests, and you might notice that the list here is down to 67. My goal is to get the list down to 0. So what I do when I am there following up with the prayer requests is call on the people, see how they're doing, and I want to see would they be interested in a community Bible study. And so as I'm working through the list, then the ones who are interested in the community Bible study, I'd switch their rating, their status within the church over to visitor. So that's how I use this as a missionary. You can use it in whatever way works best for your situation. It's just really nice because I have the web-based app, the site, saved to my home screen on my smartphone, and so as I'm going along, if I want to see who is it that lives here and what's their prayer request, I just click on that button. There's the person, there's the prayer request. I mean, I'm staying right in front of their house, so I don't need the directions, but if I was coming from outside the area, I could click on that. It's Google Maps. If I want to see what the satellite image of the area is for whatever reason, I can do that. No big deal. It's Google Maps. And so then, by God's grace, there are 13 households that have said they want to be part of community Bible studies, and so I switched their status over to visitor, and that's just really cool. And so just to give you a real example here from this real database, the very first household that I called on and following up as the pastor was Nancy and Abba's home. And I'll never forget, went to the door, rang the doorbell, man answers the door. I said, "Hi, my name is Pastor Jim." Greet him. We had a youth prayer team come through, asked how we could pray for people, and there's a prayer request here for Nancy, suffering from Parkinson's disease. Is that correct? He says yes. I said, I want you to know we prayed for you. How are you doing? And he was so excited. I was there. I said, would you come in and meet my wife? I would love for you to meet my wife. Said, okay, sure. And so I was happy to do it. So I came in, and his wife is on a bed in a room there off the other side of the dining room, and it probably takes Abba 15 minutes to get his wife up and then through the dining room and seated on the couch. And he's so excited for his wife to meet the pastor of the youth group that came to pray with them. And I was so touched by my time with them. I saw a man who was just deeply in love with his wife. Was just taking care of her, wiping off her mouth, making sure she could hear what was being said. I was blessed by my time with them. They've been married for over 60 years. There's a black and white picture of their wedding day on the mantle over their fireplace. Nancy has Parkinson's disease, so getting to church on Sunday morning is just not going to really happen too easily for them. They are so glad that the church came to them, and they love it when we come and have Bible study and prayer with them. And this is one of those households that we connected with through prayer, and the app just helped with organizing and communicating and connecting the people of the church with the people in the community. And that's really what it's all about. And so it's God, it's God who prepares the heart. It's God who opens the door. We give God the praise and the glory. The app's just a little piece of technology to help do what we're called to do as a priesthood of the baptized, which is to pray for one another, pray for all people according to their needs in Christ Jesus. That's how we say it in the liturgy. And so that is the Google map of prayer ministry. So the next video, we're going to look at the prayer ministry members, and we're going to look at the Google map for the prayer ministry team.